This week's Shred Vision, we set out on a little adventure out in the desert. We explored Death Valley National Park and Joshua Tree. A few different things happened on our trip. I got a new bike, Kawasaki Versys 650. Before we set out on the trip, we had to do a few upgrades. We added some crash guards, we added tank bag, changed the tires. First night we got a late start. We went up to the foothills and through the mountains up above Lake Isabella to the upper Kern River. We rode some twisty roads in. We camped out there that night along the river, set up our camp, made our tents, made some food, went to bed. During the night it was really cold, it was in the 20s. And we woke up to frost on our bikes and on our gear. Next, after being above Lake Isabella, we set out to Death Valley National Park. We went down a bunch of switchback roads into the valley. Artist Drive was one of the highlights. It had really cool roads and different colored mountains. And we saw the lowest point, United States, at Death Valley. After riding through Death Valley National Park all day, we camped in the middle of the desert, kind of in the middle of nowhere. We found a couple of concrete slabs. Set up camp, cooked, and desert. We had to tie our tents to our bikes, kind of use our bikes almost as a shield for shelter. That night it was really rough. It was also in the 20s, but the wind was really wicked. Our tents were windy. It was keeping us up all night. The next morning we set out to Joshua Tree. We wore heated gear the whole day. We were really cold from the night before, didn't get a whole lot of sleep. We explored some different dunes. We went through Dumont Dunes, Kelso Dunes, a few other places like that. We did a little bit of off-roading, Mojave Desert, Johnson's Valley. We rode into Joshua Tree and went to Jumbo Rocks. Got to see some really cool rock sculptures. We set up camp at Joshua Tree, watched a beautiful sunset. Around midnight, the wind kicked up very violently. The cold temperatures at nighttime mixed with the wind, and it was kind of miserable. Last day, rode back into Bakersfield, and then we rode home, to the Central Valley from there. It was a challenge every night, camping in the very cold temps, lots of wind, setting up our camp stuff. We had to make fires to keep warm. We had to wear all of our different layers and tie our tents down to our bike. We got to experience some neat roads, beautiful desert scenery, beautiful sunsets, ride some terrain that we had never seen before. All in all, it was a great trip. So it's always good when the Shred Vision crew, we can go out and explore new things, have a safe trip.